This song is called The Entertainer, and it's Billy's commentary on the music business. Now, the Eagles had put out an album in 1973 called Desperado, which was our commentary on the music business. But Billy sums it all up in one song. Back then, in those days, both radio and record companies didn't like it if a song was longer than 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Or maybe 3 minutes if you were lucky. You could stretch it to 3. So even though Bob Dylan had broken that rule way back in 1965 with a song called Like a Rolling Stone, which was 6 minutes and 13 seconds long, even then the radio stations wouldn't play the whole song until public outcry forced them to play it. But in 1973 and 74, that 2 minute and 50 second rule was still in place. So Billy says in a couple of lines here in The Entertainer, if you're going to have a hit, you got to make it fit. So they cut it down to 3:05. And I know exactly what he's talking about because somebody at our record company took Best of My Love and cut a piece of it out one night in the studio without even telling us about it. We were on tour. And imagine our surprise when we heard it on the radio. And it was a terrible, clumsy edit. So we found out who did it, and we made a plaque for him. We took a 45 RPM record and mounted it on a gold plaque with a hacksaw and put a nice piece of glass in it in a frame and snuck into the record company offices one night and bolted it to the wall. It was called the Golden Hacksaw Award. And so here's Billy Joel commenting on that kind of stuff in the record business with his song, The Entertainer. This next song is the last song that Billy wrote and recorded during his illustrious career. And at this point in time, he was sick of the music business. His marriage was on the rocks. And this is him just saying, I'm done. And I can certainly understand the sentiment sometimes. But there are millions of us who hope, Billy, that you're not done. We hope for more songs from you, and I hope to write some of those songs with you. But anyway, this song gets right to the point, and it's called Famous Last Words.
One of the greatest things that Billy Joel is the master of is entertainment. I've seen him live in Long Island. I've seen that feature. I've seen live from Yankee Stadium, the last play in Shea, and then, of course, his trip to Russia. And the whole Leningrad song just kills me. This guy is a songwriter that wrote from his heart when he was 18. He wrote from his heart when he was 30, 40, 50. As a father, as a husband, I'm not sure you're going to get a better look into Billy Joel as a mature adult, a father, and a lover of his children more than you will in Leningrad. The thing with Only the Good Die Young, I think it was written, and I think people hear it as a teenage song about this guy trying to convince this girlfriend to kind of break the rules that she was raised on, because this guy's kind of a hoodlum in the song, and it's the super sweet girl and the hoodlum that doesn't deserve her getting together. It's the classic story. Where Only the Good Die Young comes into my life and to all my guys around me, it's an anthem. It's an anthem for those guys that you lost. It's an anthem for those buddies, those pals that you don't see anymore. And I know Billy Joel's lyrics don't reflect that, but I have to think somewhere deep in my mind that if Billy Joel didn't mean for it to be an anthem, he soon realized that it would forever be an anthem for guys that you're never going to see again, yet when you close your eyes, you see them every day. Only the good die young. Billy Joel is a writer, as a performer, he's unequaled. I wonder sometimes with artists that perform so well and sing so well if maybe their writing gets overlooked. Billy Joel's writing is nothing short of phenomenal. One of the greatest songmen of our lives, past and future. So when people ask me about a song called Shameless, which was a huge, huge song for our career, written by one of the greatest writers ever, I always tell them that the Garth Brooks version is my second favorite version. The original version of Shameless just kills me off one of the greatest Billy Joel records ever, Stormfront. Here's Shameless. When you talk about Billy Joel and the music and how it kind of sets you in certain moods, there's a million different Billy Joel records for a million different moods. But Stilleto, oh my gosh. Stilleto is just, it's its own mood. And, you can play these, you used to assemble when we were kids, you'd assemble songs that all kind of fit together for certain moods you were in all through college and your young adult life. And it's funny, man, Stilleto fit in all of them and nothing else fit around it. On everybody's top 10 list is going to be Piano Man. It just is. And, I played it in the bars when I was 17, 18 years old, when they'd let you play in there. And it's funny. He played for however many people. It didn't matter. If it was 10 or it was 100, if it was a packed house, if it was empty, the response is all the same to Billy Joel's Piano Man. Now, so many years later, so many tours later, I can promise you this and guarantee you this. If you've seen a Garth Brooks show in the last month, you've heard Piano Man. The song is timeless. The artist is timeless. The record is timeless. Piano Man.